Everybody, welcome to another episode of Footy with Trudy. I'm your host, Trudy. I'm here with almost the full cast. I have Adosa, Skip, Amino, and Kachi. Thank you guys for all your submissions. We have the winners for the giveaway. It was very, very close. We never do this, but we're going to give it to two because it was a first place tie. We're going to give it to our winners, Edward Yerima and Mel for you. So you're going to be contacted via Instagram on how you want to get the game. So congratulations and look out for more giveaways on this one. So our episode for today. Barring a debate, we actually do have another battle of the top six. So we're going to do another combined 11 Spurs versus Liverpool coming at you this weekend. And you guys know the rules. It has to be based on form, not reputation. And injured players are not allowed to be in here. And the formation is 4-3-3. That's correct, right? 4-3-3. Perfect. Let's start with the goalkeeper on this one. I believe, you know what? I'm going to test somebody's knowledge. I'm just going to call somebody out here. Kachi, what's Spurs' keeper's name?
Wait, I think I know Vicario, right?
Is it Vicario? Look at you. I genuinely don't even know the bro's name.
Is it Vicario? Somebody confirm. I think it's Vicario.
I actually don't know.
It's I've asked William. I've asked
It
William.
is Vicario, it is.
Who we
Vicario.
put in nets between Vicario and Allison?
Allison.
Are you guys doing this based on reputation?
No, Allison. Like, again. Allison. If we talk,
I thought you was going to give a reason.
No.
Go
If
ahead.
we're going to talk about the best two keepers in the world for the past how many seasons, like 3-4 seasons, you have to mention him. And he hasn't dropped off. Like, I haven't seen any drop off massively of him performing bad in like 5 games straight or 3 games straight or something like that. So again,
Guy doesn't even have bad moments. In games.
so it's just Allison. Like the other guys, I'm not saying the other keeper. I have to get used to his name. He's not a good keeper, but like Allison is like has been in like in a different class. So yeah.
Anybody disagree? Want to consider the 6-5 game so far with Vicario? Shame on you guys. All right, so we have Allison in nets. Who is our left back? Kachi, do you want to make a case for this, bro?
You are Udogi in just
That's what I want to
last
say.
week.
You were all about Udoki last week, so that's why I went to you first.
No, I have to be honest. Udogi did not perform well against Arsenal, so
Bro,
I
Saka,
put
though. He
Robert-
went
I
up
put
against
Robert
Saka. Who really performs well against Saka, though? Like, really?
I mean, for 45, like the last 25 minutes he tried, but Saka cooked him for like 60 plus minutes in that game.
So here's the thing: like when you look at like left back, full backs in general, when you leave a winger or like an attacker one-on-one with them, 90% of the time, the attacker should be beating them.
The other 10% is Anthony.
Again.
Go on.
But here's the thing: but the defenders should make sure wherever their end product is disrupted. So you
Yes.
can dribble past a player, but you can still make sure that cross you're sending in is not inch perfect.
Tell
That's
them,
the
please.
difference. So, like, again, what Saka did to him this weekend was just, again, that was poor. Like, again, he did him bad. If Saka did him bad. But, like, again, we can just leave it there. But, like, as a defender, I don't expect... Look, at all of us have attackers in our team. Are we not expecting our attacker to beat the defender? The attacker should be beating the defender 90% of the time. But the defender's job, and this is why I always rate, Ashley Cole high. Most times, Ashley Cole won't let you deliver that imperfect cross, that imperfect pass. Even sometimes, if you have to do some things you shouldn't be doing on the pitch in order to do that, he will do it. So, again, yeah, that's why I see fullbacks and this thing. Because how many defenders in history are they living one-on-one with a skillful attacking player and like for a whole game and they're not getting embarrassed? Let's keep it real. For a whole game and they're not getting embarrassed. So, yeah.
It is, sir.
Yeah, like you're asking how many people can do with Saka Robertson. I don't think that anybody I have seen handle Saka the way Robertson handles Saka. So yeah,
Word?
okay. It's embarrassing. It's actually they don't need to bring a second person back to help Robertson ever against Saka. And even for City, they don't bring anybody back to help Akanji against Saka. So yeah, no, Udoge, whatever his name is, he wasn't good. I mean, I've had this conversation, like like none of the players like for Tottenham were individually actually playing well in that match. They were just helped out by Arsenal choosing not to play for whatever stupid reason. But yeah, no, it's Robertson. That's the actual answer.
Given his early yellow card, I was genuinely impressed with him that he didn't get sent off.
No, but then he got the yellow card for injuring Saka. So basically, Arsenal played like 10 and a half men against them from like the 30th minute onwards.
That's what I mean, laughing.
Ateta refuses to sub off Saka for any reason, right?
Bro,
The
who you giving something for?
Saka was
Nelson?
anybody that will run. I don't know. I'm not saying that they're better players than Saka in the squad. I'm just saying that like if somebody's injured, might as well take them off. Because if you make it worse, what do you gain from it? Nothing.
That's what happened to Liverpool and Vinicius, right? He got injured in that game. They iced him up, wrapped him up, and told him to go back. It was an emotional injury. Now he's out for only God knows how long.
No, like they need to treat black people like black men's pain better in football. Like no, no. See, like Rice said he was injured, and they took him off instantly. Martinelli said he was injured. They took him off instantly. You saw someone land on this man's ankle for the 100th time in 1 year, and you're like, oh no, go back and start running.
Adrenaline will get you.
Martinelli sat on the floor, did he not? So,
Yeah, and Saka didn't get up.
no.
No, Saka didn't get up. They took him off, brought him back, like, oh, run it off. And then he couldn't run anymore, and then they told him to go off again. It doesn't make any sense. We're going to wheelchair that guy very soon. I'm very, very sure of it.
No, Wilshere had his own situation. Anyway, defenders. Who are your starting pair, Aminu?
Yeah, after before the Arsenal game, I didn't really know much about the new Spurs defender. At least I think they just got him, the Van der Ven. Is it Van der Ven?
Yeah, Van der something.
Yeah, so he impressed me. I think he did pretty well in the North London derby. And when you consider the other defenders for Liverpool, I think he gets in there alongside
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk. Yeah, because I think who's the other defender for Matip, right?
Matip
or
and Konate.
Konate
I think
is
Konate is
fit,
injured.
though.
Is he fit?
His fit was on the bench.
So, between the four of them, who are you taking? I noticed you didn't call Romero.
Romero needs to start playing basketball the way he's
World
going.
Cup
Like,
winner Romero? You guys
he
are
should
putting some
switch to playing
disrespect.
basketball with the
Yeah,
amount of
respecting his World Cup winner,
handballs he's
man.
doing in the box. But I'll still stick with Van der Ven because I think he's better with the ball at his feet than Konate and Matip. So he's also better at dealing with the high press that teams would engage Spurs in. So he's one of the better players in that back line that help them progress the ball when they are being pressed. So I'd still stick with Van der Ven and Van Dijk.
And also, you're looking like you had some grievances with that. Why are you laughing?
No, they did play well. Like, this is
They passed well, man.
see, because you're allowed to pass does not mean that you're passing well.
I mean,
When Arsenal were pressing them for 30 minutes, the first 30 minutes of the game, they did nothing. Nothing with the ball whatsoever.
I mean, you allow Man U to pass. We pass the ball out for a throw-in, like with Fred and them.
No,
Like, it's,
but then you guys were also raving on Nana's pass completion in the same game because you're allowed to pass the ball.
No, but I think the difference between how Man U handled the Arsenal press versus how Spurs handled the Arsenal press were two different situations. One, Spurs were not as Arsenal were not as aggressive pressing Man U as they were with Spurs.
yes,
Right? That's
100%.
one. Because of Onana, they were scared of Onana's ability to play the ball. They didn't press.
Nobody's scared of Onana.
But
It's
the
knowing
Arsenal,
what you have on offer. You don't press Onana because you guys have nothing else to offer. just stand and let him kick the ball long and you get your ball back. You press Tottenham because they actually can't do anything with the ball unless that ball gets to Bissouma. And for 30 minutes in that game, they did nothing. Nothing whatsoever until they got tired.
That's not the way me I saw it. I saw them pass
That's what
the
happened in
ball.
the game.
I saw that they could not progress the ball properly into Arsenal's half, so they always had to come backwards. But
AKA, you can't pass the ball as well as people are saying you can pass the ball.
yes,
The whole point of
but
passing
there
the
was a
ball,
difference, right? There was a difference. Arsenal could not get possession back, whereas with Man
yes, they
U,
did.
they'll just wait till
Did you
Onana
see
finally goes
when?
long and loses possession. That is why
Did you
Spurs
see
had like
when? How
60,
many?
60% possession in the first half.
First
Arsenal
half.
were pressing but could not get the ball from them. They were still moving the ball around, but they couldn't progress it into Arsenal's half, deep into
Tottenham
Arsenal's
did
half.
not
So they
have.
always had to come back to recycle the
Tottenham did
ball.
not have more
Kachi, hold
possession
on,
than
hold on.
Arsenal
Kachi,
in the
who are
first
your
half.
defenders?
But
They had across the two
they,
halves, they definitely did, though.
yeah, when we had no more players on the field and they could do whatever they want to do,
No
sure.
rice.
But no, I get tired. Sorry, but I get tired of how the tiniest thing they do is blown out of proportion. Like it's a 15 million centre back, bro. You should be able to pass the ball.
I mean, we have an 80 million one that can't pass the ball. So it's
No, that's
you know what I mean?
when you bought Maguire, when you bought Maguire initially, he was literally one of the best passers of the ball in England. That's fact. You can go and watch his highlights from his other team. He could progress the ball just fine. He couldn't handle big club pressure. You're not buying a dud at passing at 50 million. It's not done. So he can pass the ball and he's fast. Okay. So we have those at home in our academy. Like it's nothing special. What did he
So,
use it to do during the game? Nothing. He didn't do anything with that ball the entire
But
match.
here's the thing.
what do you
You
want
keep
a
saying
centre
Tottenham
back to
didn't
do
do
with the ball?
anything.
I
But
don't
you keep saying,
understand.
I mean, you can. I don't say you keep saying Tottenham didn't do anything. Individually, they didn't do anything. But they came
Yeah.
back down twice in the game, so they definitely did something. And at Emirates, they walk away with a point, so they definitely did something. You can say
Yeah,
like they
but
don't do it, like
it's
they did something. Again,
no,
you just don't come to the Emirates. That's why they have been good for the past 2 years.
no,
You don't go to
no.
their home, don't do anything good, and
And walk away with
come
the
and
points.
and point
That's
at
true.
the
Have you met Fulham, who did nothing for 90 minutes and walked away with the 2-2
But
draw?
Fulham did something. They did
What?
something. They
Their first
decided to
goal
be
was us
compact
passing the ball.
defensively. They
No,
decided to be
we
Hey,
passed
hey,
the
hey!
ball.
We can't
and
start talking
attack.
about
They
Fulham.
did something. You're
Hey,
saying
let's
they
not start
didn't do
talking about Fulham.
anything. They did
Skip,
something.
Skip.
Okay,
Who are your
my
defenders?
centre back is
Oh, yeah.
Dyke and Konate.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure he's fit.
Did he play at all last game? Oh no.
No. I think he's coming back from injury, but he's fit now.
Skip.
That's Van der Van and Van Dijk.
It's a Dutch.
So
Kachi, break the
both
tie.
Vans.
I have Matip and Van Dijk.
Oh my goodness. I guess since this
Let
bro's
us just go Romero.
I'm sitting on my girl listen for him to pick a side, bro. Went to Mati. I don't even know what to. Okay.
Both teams are poor defensively, so it's a toss-up.
Okay, so we have Van Dijk
To be
and
honest,
Van der. What's his
if
name?
you
'Cause-
don't mind me interrupting you.
Yes,
The
yes,
only
go on.
reason why I'm not picking any Liverpool centre back to pair Van Dijk is because if you look at any of them beside that Van Dijk, they just look a mess. If you look at any of them, so at that
What about that? Your
point,
new guy,
Liverpool-
Kwanzaa is the holiday, but that sounds like his name. It sounds like his name. The 20-year-old guy. Why are you guys laughing? That's his name, right? Kwanzaa?
Because the way you say Kwanzaa, it reminds me of Leeds Aston Villa defender.
Yeah, that's his name, right? I wish Dami was here. The 20-year-old guy that subbed for Van Dijk. Kwanzaa. Yeah.
So like that's why I didn't pick any Liverpool central back to
Kwanzaa.
Pierre Van Dijk. So yeah.
Okay. So we'll go with the two Dutch players since we have two of you stating them. Right back. Remember, Trent is injured. So you're going with Gomez. I mean, who are we going with? What is this guy? Who are we going with?
Poro is awful, man. So it doesn't matter who
Gomez
plays.
is awful too, though. Like,
But
lest we forget.
I would say recency bias is kicking in. And what I saw from Poro, like I think he was really poor in the North London derby. So I can't in good faith put him in this combined 11. And
Like-
I actually wished Trent, even Trent is not a great right back. But I think I'll still stick with Gomez.
Gomez. Edosa, which shade of shit are you picking? Basically.
Oh my god, that's so disrespectful.
Basically.
I think Gomez, like based off yesterday's show, Gomez probably better.
Skip.
Gomez.
Kachi.
Like I said, both teams are poor defensively. I think I'll just give it to Gomez. Pedro Porro seems like he's still getting used to the league. And I expect him to keep getting cooked this season, at least until he gets up to pace.
Some Man City
With the
Academy
league.
player, you're like
But,
disrespecting
yeah.
like this, man. But it's okay. Midfield. This is where I expected us to spend most of our time, but time is
Oh,
going. You guys hurry up.
this one picks itself. Midfield,
Oh, word?
I have.
Go on.
Yeah, for me, it picks itself. I have Madison in the 10.
Okay.
I have McAllister and I can never pronounce this guy's name.
Basuma?
Shobozlai.
Shabazlai.
Yeah.
Just call him
Szoboszlai?
Dominic. His first name is Dominic. Let's just call him Dominic. before somebody sues us here, let's just call him
Yeah,
Dominic.
those are my three midfielders.
No. Okay, let me not say mine first. Skip.
I went with Bazuma, Alistair, and Madison. Basuma, Madison, and Alistair.
What's my problem that I don't read this McAllister, bro? Edusa.
It's a toss up between McAllister and Bissouma. Because they can both play six. So whichever one wins the fight can take it. Then it's Madison and Szoboszlai.
I think I'd rather play against McAllister in the six than Bissouma. That's just me, though, if I was a player. But I mean,
They yesterday's showing again. It doesn't really matter who you play.
Yeah, I actually would pick Bissouma, McAllister, and Madison.
no Dominic. So I'm tallying up on my head. So everybody's in McAllister. I don't know how McAllister is making this team. And Madison. And I want to say Basuma. I heard Basuma more. So our three are Basuma, Madison, and Dominic. Right?
McAllister.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said Dominic.
Oh, sorry. McAllister, Basuma, and Madison. Hopefully Madison's knee is okay for my FPL. It's okay for my FPL.
I actually want to see Madison, Tottenham without Madison. I want to see one or two.
You don't. Trust me.
So
No, you
I
don't.
actually want to see.
They'll be so bad.
You saw it for the first 30 minutes against Arsenal. No, you don't.
The thing is that if it was any other person that was passing those balls to Son, they don't create anything that much. That's actually what's so crazy about those. Anyway,
Front three. Who haven't I started with? Kachi. Sorry. Aminu.
Yeah, front three, like this season,
It's gonna be tough.
Son has been playing through the middle, but I'm gonna keep him at left wing. I think Son is back. You know, he's definitely showing signs that he's back to his best. You know, if Jesus had the finishing ability of Son, that game would have had a different outcome. So Son left wing for sure. Up top, I'm gonna go with Nunes.
Goat
Darwin.
himself.
Darwin Nunes.
Darwin.
You know, I know he missed a sitter. He missed a sitter over the weekend,
He
but
always misses sitters, man. Like to try
That's
and
the good. And
pinpoint which sitter he missed is it's like he always misses sitters.
So
that's
does
the good and
Haaland.
the bad. That's the good and the bad. Haaland.
Haaland.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the good and the bad with
Nunes.
center forward sometimes and Nunes in particular. But I can't unforget what he did to Newcastle. Like those two goals to me were just pure class. If he has that in his locker, then I think there's a good player in there.
I mean,
Um,
Richarlison has showed you he can do some stuff in a Brazil
Richarlison
shirt.
is not even starting for Spurs, so I can't. I can't even mention the bro. He'll probably end up with more yellow cards than goals this season again.
That's my
Wow.
striker.
So,
That's the type of my striker. My
so
striker has 5 yellow
Diego
cards,
Costa.
one goal.
Jackson.
Has 5 yellow cards.
That's my striker.
Oh, it's true, Jackson. And then obviously right wing, like that one, I think Salah picks himself. There's absolutely no debates
Kulu, Kulu.
with Kulu. Kulu is pretty good, but in terms of his ability and his output, I don't think he's on the same level
Nah, ain't nobody matching
as
Salah.
Salah. So
Nobody.
Salah picks himself there.
Do we agree or disagree with this? Can I have someone argue for Diaz, please? I don't think it's that obvious between Diaz and Son. Like, Aminu made it seem really, really obvious. Like, I don't think it's that easy of a choice.
Yes,
Edosa.
I haven't really seen him this season. So I don't
Diaz?
know how he's doing. I haven't. I just
Oh.
remember that against Newcastle, didn't he come on to help them win?
No, he came off because they got a red card. So he went like in the 10th or 20th minutes. So basically he wasn't there against Newcastle.
There's a game recently where he came on and helped them win.
After
Yes.
international break.
It was
That was the game immediately after international break.
Yes.
That they had to play first.
Yes. Well, who did they
I
play
can't
against?
remember that game for some
Wolves.
reason. Yeah.
Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves.
So no, like he's a great player, and I think if you're going to put him out on the wing, he's definitely going to be more involved than Son, who until his first goal against Arsenal had only touched the ball 8 times. So I can see that argument.
Diaz is a terror on that wing, man. Like he's a difference maker. The difference because I remember a quick FPL story. The night before they played Wolves, I remember watching ESPN talking about Klopp moaning that he hasn't seen his South American players because it was international break. So I removed Diaz from my team and put in Madison. And when Diaz didn't start first half, I was so happy. I was like, all right, I made the right choice. When Diaz came on second half, he changed the game completely. Like I was praying for this guy not to score. Like he changed the game. I was like, God, please, I can't. He changed the game completely. He's a difference maker.
Yeah,
But how
he's
many goals
Wolves,
does Diaz have this season?
He has at least
How many
3.
assists?
Because he scored in the first game. He scored in the second game. The third game was the Newcastle game he left. The fourth game was the Wolves game that he brought in. He changed the game, but he didn't do any. He didn't statistically do anything, and he didn't do
I'm
anything
seeing
against
2 goals
West Ham.
here.
Yeah,
So
2. That's what I said.
no,
At least 2. I said 2.
Son has 5 already.
Son had 2 hat tricks and 2 braces, man. 2 hat tricks and 2. 1 hat trick and 1 brace. I mean, okay. Who else is in your team, Edosa?
Me? Oh, my front 3 is Salah, Nunes, Son. But I think I can see a argument for that. I also want to say that you're also right about the yellow card and Richarlison. Richarlison actually has more yellow cards than goals already this season. So he's
Guys are
sticking to
heroes.
his brand.
He's not
No,
alone.
it's not.
So
Because I hear this. I want to see more of this. I want to see more celebration, more of that.
Uh,
I don't know what they did to him at Tottenham, to be honest.
yeah, to be honest,
good
before he
at
went to Tottenham, I really liked him. But I agree with the guys. I think the front 3 basically picked themselves. You can't argue against Salah. Nunes has been good. Again, it's not the finish article where you can be like, oh, it's a ball. Like if you look at Tottenham, they don't. If Harry Kane was still there, Harry Kane too wouldn't have been an argument, But like Nunes go up front. Tottenham are struggling with a striker right now, so you can't, So Nunes then Song. So yeah.
Can I throw Jota's name in the hat by any chance? Kachi. For centre forward.
No, you can't.
I think he assisted today or scored. He assisted or scored last week.
But he doesn't
Jota's
start,
name.
or does he
I don't know.
rotate
He
with?
doesn't start. He
Bro, who
doesn't start.
starts, man? Nunes doesn't even
He's a
start
soup.
sometimes. Like, who?
The
I
thing
don't
about
know.
Liverpool is
Yeah.
that starts really is Salah. Everybody else is like, and Liverpool have this thing of like they go down one goal and then super sub, or they bring on their strikers and they blow teams away.
We're tired
So
of
even
playing
for
with you.
prediction, exactly, even for this game, I could see it being a high scoring like 4-2 or 4-3 kind of game, where it's like Spurs scores and then Liverpool club just vex, looks at his bench, who are his attackers, bring on his attackers, and next thing Salah has like 3 assists. Nunes has 2 goals, Jota has 1. Like that kind of thing. Like that's the way Liverpool and both teams. You can tell both teams is going to be a high scoring affair. But I think Spurs definitely needs Madison to have any chance
Yeah.
of doing anything in this game.
So do I for my FPL. All
Because
right.
without Madison, they will just pack the bus.
Oh my goodness. And Romero. Your score prediction, Medusa. Let's end it with this.
I think high scoring game maybe like 3-2, 4-3.
Who's
Well,
winning?
Liverpool win.
Liverpool win
Liverpool.
3-2. Skip.
2-2.
2-2. Mino.
I'm gonna go to a draw in this game as well, but I'm gonna go 3-3.
Guys, do you think this is FIFA? Or upon this Allison that you all are praising like this, is going to concede 3 goals easy.
The defense is the defense, man. Like both teams are shaky defensively. I do think like Liverpool's attack is slightly better, but Spurs at home, um, they tend to just go into high gear, attack conceded. So every time Liverpool score, they'll revenge.
Basketball.
3-3.
Catchy.
For me, I have 4-2 Liverpool win. Salah to score at least 1 penalty. And then with like Salah with 3
Romero
assists.
handball. I'm
You already know it.
bet on a Romero handball right now.
Oh my goodness. All right, we'll see how it goes. This brings us to the very, very short episode, end of the very, very short episode. Maybe next week, depending on how it goes, we'll talk about Chelsea, their midweek games today. By the time you guys watch this episode, we'll see whether Manchester United is still in the Carabao Cup. Arsenal, who are they playing? I don't even know. Do you know who they're playing? I know we're playing Crystal Palace.
Brentford.
You're playing Brentford. Ooh, tough.
Yeah, but I think we'll lose that game, sure.
Oh, by the time we're watching this episode, we'll see. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for listening. Congratulations to Edward and Mel for you once again. And as always, continue to love football.